Howdy, y'all. It's Ryan from RNA Music, deep in Arlington, Texas. That's where I'm at right now. Believe it or not, you probably believe it by now. I'm not sure. Anyways, let's get on to today's video. I'm so excited. Today's video is going to be kind of a list thing. Those are popular right now. Top 10 this, top 5 that, top 15 this. That's what everybody's doing, so it must be a thing. So let's just jump on the choo-choo train, shall we? Today's video is going to be top 3 guitars in my personal guitar stable. If you have a little bit of a collection going, it's kind of fun to kind of rank things in order of, you know, your favorite. So I thought I would do that with my guitars. Now, I am very lucky. I don't want to say lucky. I'm very blessed to have, at this point in my life, I'm 40 years old, believe it or not, to have, you know, about a dozen guitars, right around about 12 guitars in my personal collection. Some of them go back, you know, 25 years, right? So, yeah, that sounds like a lot of guitars, and if you're a young player, you know, you might just have one guitar, and you're like, oh man, wish I had 12 guitars. I understand that, you know, but I am a little bit older and I've worked a really long time now, and most of these guitars I have in my personal collection, the majority of them, numbers wise, I really have acquired basically in the last 10 years. So between 30 and 40 is when I kind of started really being able to up my guitar collection. And a lot of them are very affordable, okay? So, you know, some of the guitars are expensive that I own. Some are quite affordable. Some are expensive guitars that I got for a killer price because I bought them used or got a good deal, or, you know, things like that. So it's not a show-off kind of thing. You know, I don't want to do that. But if you're young and your if you're young and your dream is to have a bunch of guitars one day, well, you know, you'll get there. Okay, if that's what you want out of life, you know, you'll get there someday. Just keep working, keep saving, hunt for those deals. But anyways, I have, you know, I would say that that's a fair amount of guitars. Some guys, I know guys, talking about you, Mike, that own like a lot of guitars, 30, 40 guitars. And I know dudes who own quite a bit more than that. So, you know, it's all relative. It's all relative. I had to stand up for a second. All right, so anyway, let's get on with it. So of my 3 guitars, top 3 guitars in my personal collection at the moment, let's get started with number 3. What is it? It is a PRS USA. I'm sorry, it's a Paul Reed Smith, which is different than PRS. But Paul Reed Smith S2 guitar in whale blue. So nice, so nice. Really like this guitar. It's quite beautiful. I like blue. Blue is one of my favorite colors, and I don't think I've ever owned a blue guitar personally, even though Angela has one. Made in the USA. This would be kind of their affordable American guitar, which is a relative term. Again, as guess, not as much as a core model PRS will cost you, but still, you know, a healthy chunk. I did save a little bit of money because I bought one that had, you know, it was a demo, had a little scratch on it. Of course, when I got the guitar in, I couldn't find the scratch anywhere, so saved a little bit of cash, didn't pay full price. Beautiful guitar, plays really well, it's very comfortable, and this was kind of my gift to myself on my last birthday, this past December, when I turned 40. You know, you kind of have that midlife angst or something when you know, 40 seems like a big number. But anyway, so it was kind of my little treat to myself, and that's why I got it. Lovely guitar. So nice. One of these days, I'm gonna get a full-on core model, like swanky PRS. But my buddies who have both, like a custom 22 and then an S2 22, say they play the same, really. It's what a friend of mine says. Anyways, I still want a really swanky, nice one. But moving on to number 2 on the list. The USA Washburn Guitars Custom Shop. Oh. Custom Shop number 8 of 13. A limited run. This is a limited run Washburn Idol deep carved top that was commissioned by Eric McKenna of Boogie Street Guitars, Pittsburgh, PA. He was the premier USA Washburn custom shop dealer pretty much in the world. Back when they had a USA custom shop. And so Eric commissioned 13 of these bad boys to be made. And it's a USA Custom Shop Washburn. Paduke top, ebony fretboard, abalone blocks, mahogany back and neck. Look at that grain. So nice. Just an absolute stunner of a guitar. I love this thing. It originally came with 8185 EMG pickups in it, but the previous owner took out the EMGs and had some Seymour Duncan Antiquity custom pickups put in it. So those are very nice, expensive Seymour Duncan pickups in this thing. All right, so this is an incredible guitar, hands down the nicest guitar that I own, period, in my collection. Certainly the swankiest. I really like this guitar. This one is very, very special, and it has quite a bit of emotional, sentiment attached to it. So it not only is it a phenomenal guitar in its own right, beautiful, oil finish, Paduke wood, which is just cool. I love that. But it was a very, very special guitar. But this was basically kind of a gift. And it really came at a time that was, just incredibly tremendous for me, and I was just blown away. If you watch our channel, you know that I am a big fan of the Washburn guitars in this shape. As a matter of fact, I own 5 other Washburns in this shape. Only one of those is a USA, and the rest are all Koreans, which are phenomenal guitars. But this is very, very special. Number 8 of 13, only 13 made, and this is the Ocho, or El Ocho is its name. Ocho for 8 of 13. So tremendous guitar. I could never part with it. I don't think there's not enough money really in the world to take this guitar off my hands. So sentiment has a lot to do sometimes with our guitar collections. You can have a guitar, it may not even be an expensive guitar. I have 1 or 2 that is not an expensive guitar, but they mean a lot to me tremendously, and I would probably not sell them, even for a large sum of money, just because the memories attached to the guitar and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes they're like a snapshot of a moment in your life, is how I see some of my guitars. Some are just tools, and they're great tools, and some are, snapshots of life, really. That's how I view them. And this is an amazing, amazing guitar, and I'll be eternally, eternally grateful to the amazing person who placed it in my possession. Really means a lot. Fantastic, plays great, it's beautiful, and never thought in a million years, in my wildest dreams, would I ever own a guitar this nice. So, yeah, this is incredible. Anyways, the Ocho. So now for number one on the list. Number one, without any hesitation, as an easy choice, would be my 1991 Gibson Explorer. So nice. Oh my god. Yeah. This is a 91 Gibson Explorer that I purchased in 1992. So I've owned this guitar since 92. This is the very first guitar that I ever bought with my own money from my first job as a kid. So, as a kid, 16 years old. So, not my first guitar, but the first guitar that I bought with my own money. And so, it has tremendous sentimental value. I worked very hard for this guitar. I don't know how many hours I worked, because minimum wage in 1992 was like $4 an hour or something like that. $3.98, I don't remember. It was low. Not so great. So it took quite a bit of hours of manual labor to save up enough money to buy this. However, this is what's crazy. In 1992, I bought this 91 guitar that really had no flaws on it. Like now it's got scratches on it, the finish on these guitars, it wears very easily, the nitro finish on these things. So it's got scratches and all kinds of dings and stuff like that. But at the time it was flawless. And I bought it used with a case, and all the latches on the case were busted, which is fine. I replaced those myself for $500. So $500 for a USA guitar. It was a killer deal. I bought it in Dallas, Zoo Music in Dallas. I don't even think that exists anymore. Probably should have been about $800, but somehow the store owner, we did a deal. I guess business was slow or something. I don't know. Older guy. I guess he took pity on a 16-year-old kid because this is what I really wanted, and we did a deal. $500 cash out the door with a case. So it wasn't super expensive, but it was my first guitar, and it took me quite a while to save up $500. And I've had this guitar ever since. And it's really the guitar I kind of cut my teeth on and really learned to play as a youngster. So much playing on this guitar. And I don't play it a lot these days because I do have quite a few other guitars. It stays at the house pretty much most of the time. You generally won't see it. If you come to RNA Music, you probably won't see this guitar here. Sometimes I do bring it up on special occasions if I just want to play it that day in lessons or something. But it's a beautiful guitar. I really love it. Has a lot of memories attached to it. A couple of neat things. I did add a custom diamond plate pick guard. That's a real diamond plate. Like, that's not plastic. That is real black diamond plate with the diamond plate truss rod cover. That was a bit of a pricey upgrade. That was about $100. And I had a friend, a guy who does that. I found his name is John Ness. I don't even know if he still does it anymore, but he did custom pick guards. So upgraded pick guard. I had EMGs in it for quite a long time, and then a year or two ago, I went back to the stock Gibson pickups, just for fun, nostalgia really, to go back to what it was like when I first had it with the pickups. And just a beautiful guitar. I love the neck on it. You know, this is kind of what I reference when I play guitars, because I spent so many hours and so many years playing this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lady. So this is the number one. Maybe not the nicest of the three. It's definitely more banged up. It's definitely not, it's not like it's a Les Paul Custom or something, but it has the mojo for sure. And I really love this guitar. Scratches, dings, and all of that involved. So, number one, Gibson Explorer. Plays so good. I love it. Anyways, so there you have it. The top three guitars in my personal little collection I have going on. They do all happen to be USA guitars. What are you gonna say? You know, it's a bit like picking your favorite kid, though. Let's pretend you have like 6 children, and someone said, "Pick your top 3 kids." It's kind of hard to do that, but you know, guitars aren't really children. They're just inanimate objects that we attach emotions to sometimes. But my top 3. The PRS S2, the Ocho from Washburn's USA Custom Shop, and my Gibson Explorer. So, not that I don't love my other guitars that I have. I mostly have a bunch of other Korean-made guitars, mini Washburns, some Chapmans. I've got an LTD, which is a very cool guitar. I really like that one a lot. Yeah. Oh, and I have an acoustic somewhere. But, you know. What are you going to say? Those are my top 3. So why don't you leave me a comment below. Tell me what your top guitar is. Let's say if you have 3 guitars, tell me your number 1. If you have 2, tell me your number 1. If you have 1, tell me your number 1. And if you have 40, just give me your top 3 if it's possible. If you don't even have any guitars yet, why don't you leave me a comment and tell me what would your dream guitar be? If you could have one guitar and it's your biggest dream to have this specific one or this specific model, why don't you leave a comment below, tell me what your dream guitar is, and then of course if you have some guitars, tell me which one your number 1 is. Thank you guys, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and I think this is kind of a fun video to do. It's just stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, none of this stuff could replace the people in your life and your family members and your friends. So, you know, let's not get too wrapped up in owning a bunch of crap that's all going to burn up one day. But, you know, it's just a fun little experiment. Thank you guys so much. Keep the music alive. Don't forget it. Quick shout out. I want to say thank you to Rabia, Dave, and Ben from Tosca. Some of the music in the background of this video was from their album Ode to Author. Go check it out. It's a wicked record full of progressive instrumental awesomeness. So thank you guys. I did use it with permission. as background music, but I bought their EP. You should definitely go buy it. There'll be some links in the description. Go check it out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Great band from the UK. Just all around killer musicians on all fronts. So thank you guys. Check them out.